Just run my game, and then I'll get you to a store to be looked over so you don't freeze forever again. We might be past the starting stream freeze threshold, but you know, I'm always real suspicious. Okay. Hey everybody. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons tonight. I, of course, am your DM, Falcon. My players I will introduce in just a moment. This is very exciting. Oh, shit. What's that? Oh, bees. Hey-oh. Tomb Raider. Oh, like a movie? Is that a movie now? Where are you at? And what color are you? You are green up at the top. The dark green, too. Oh, boy. Let me get you. Woohoo. Nice. Thank you, bees. Your support is appreciated and I love you. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and bring my players in. Somebody just posted a fucking ton of memes. Guess who it was? Alright, hey guys. What's up?
Hey.
Balls. What?
Okay.
So, last we left off. You guys, you'd left Iril after finally retrieving what you needed and delivering the book, and reunited with your lost party member in Saints Haven. Promptly, after that, you had decided to venture back into the rift and found yourselves on the plane of ice. The scientists there the scientists in Saints Haven gave you some resist cold potions that they had prepared for you for this situation, and you guys went off to find the source. You discovered that it rests inside the lair of a white dragon by the name of Krosalka. And she offered you a deal. She would give you the source and your pick of a different dragon's horde if you killed that dragon. That dragon happens to be Iraska, her sister, and you spent an evening or so, as far as you could tell, time doesn't pass quite the same in this realm. You spent an evening or so questioning Krosalka's followers, trying to figure out which one knew anything about Iraska's lair, and deciding how best to tackle this issue, or if to tackle it at all. So where you are now is, I would say, the equivalent of the next morning, and you have the information for how to get into Iraska's lair. What would you like to do?
When to plan it.
I would like to divinate.
Okay.
Do that.
So you cast the spell Divination?
Yes. Just
Okay.
Got my player's handbook 1 moment.
Yep, I was about to say go ahead and read me the description of that. I will take out my book of plans.
So do you want me to read you the description, or?
Yes, please.
Okay. Divination. Your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting additional spells, or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. The DM makes this roll in secret.
Okay. Go ahead. What is the question you're going to ask here?
I will basically mirror... should I just ask, or do you want roleplay?
Go ahead and ask in interest of time, I'll say.
Basically I want to know, can either of these dragons be trusted?
Okay. Describe how you do this, which will give me a chance to formulate the answer.
Okay, so Mir gets out her components, some incense that she burns. She sets up for a little, usual way that she sets it, like a little moonstone and a sunstone on a little piece of sky blue cloth. Lights up the candle and incense and prays to her gods. basically says, hello, it's Mir again. So
I think the answer would just be yes.
we are in a bit of an odd situation, in the plane of ice.
Counting
and
brevity.
It has us trusting a dragon and asking to kill another dragon, and I'm not 100% on this idea. So, if you have some guidance to offer regarding these two, can we trust either of them to attempt to do this in a sort of more diplomatic way, or are we just gonna stop fighting a dragon?
So your question exactly was, can we trust either of these dragons?
Yes, though, if the GM wants to twist that in a particular way, you have
the answer is yes.
God damn it, I should have asked individually. Well.
I should have a magic 8-ball.
Yeah, I can't ask a second one without possibly getting just a random reading.
That is up to you. By the way, chat, I would like a name, please. Something that's similar to Chrysalka's, but
I feel like Mir's a little miffed at the
bluntness.
Thank you. My God,
for it.
How incredibly helpful. Douses her candle.
Yeah, as you do that, there's just like this faint flash of amusement. There's just this very, very brief feeling you get.
Which one of the celestial
that you did
family is the total trickster?
Probably Zai.
A cold, distant amusement.
Zaya's with you.
Anybody else?
Hey. Not sure if it's a good idea to cast it again or not. There's a 1 in 4 chance that she's gonna give me a random answer. I guess I will gather my stuff and go rejoin the party.
Alright.
I'll probably rant a little on my... Like, I tried divination to my gods and they were not helping me. Yeah. Rants a little about how I tried to get us some help and I'm not sure it worked.
What exactly, because I obviously didn't hear that, but like, what did they say to you?
I asked if either of the dragons was trustworthy, and they said yes.
I mean, that's...
Then that I realized I forgot to specify which one, or, you know, that I'd like to know if one in particular was more trustworthy. Yeah, basically.
I mean, that's something. We still have more information than we had before. At least one of the dragons is true to their word.
Know which one it is before we ended up in battle with one.
I mean, yeah, that's nice, but that'd be helpful.
It's clear Chrysalka has some very sweet people working for her. I think she like doesn't go back on him, obviously.
Yeah, I would put my bets on it being Chrysalka, considering what we know now. I mean, once we definitely have to go to Iraska's lair at some point, and I think once we do that, if we find the moment, sit back and take another moment to think, and do another quick assessment. But beyond that, I think we have the information we have, and
I guess the most important thing is, do we go in swinging? Do we sneak in and try to attack? Do we think we can try to be diplomatic?
definitely stealth. I say, as a very non-master of stealth person, defo go stealth.
So
We-
chat,
I
give
won't
me
have
a
any
name.
problem with that here.
Oh, Miss.
Yeah.
Hello.
We
Wait, what's that?
need, I mean, I can
Talk to me about
give
this.
a little boost to stealth, and then I can wild shape into something that's less clumsy than I am.
We don't
But-
know what her defenses are like. Have we considered having
We
most
know
of
a little bit of what her defenses are like.
We could send most of people sneaking and have like 2 come in like as a pretend envoy to try and draw her out.
On the Twitter hashtag for D&D 5e, there have
Do you
been
really
420
think that will work,
tweets
though?
today.
That entirely depends
Not
on.
Aw, yeah.
I prefer not to have her
Nice.
explode out of the floor as a surprise.
That's a good
This
point.
is true. I mean, whether or not that would work would entirely depend on her disposition.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess unless there's anything else we're doing here, we might as well at least start making way toward the dragon's lair.
all right. So, you guys group up and you head out of Chrysalka's mountain. You've been directed towards Iraska's lair. You can see there is another sort of ice mountain towards what would be sort of the northwest of where you are. It's definitely up the glacier, and it's out more on a plain rather than in that sort of canyon you were when you first entered the plane of ice. Yes, Ice Mountain. I don't see why this is amusing. This is probably a joke I'm missing, huh? Oh, because of the water? Hey, you're gonna have to say that out loud.
You were taught.
Alright, alright.
I don't get it.
There's a water that's called Ice Mountain.
It's
Oh.
the brand sell at work.
Oh, I get it. So you guys head towards Iraska's mountain, and are you guys going stealthily?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
then
just
I'm
say so.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and need you guys to roll stealth.
Alright, and I'm gonna cast Pass
My
Without
face.
Trace.
Okay. That adds 10 to everybody's rolls.
That's a plus 10 to everybody. Oh. I don't want Nyx to get bonking. Is my main concern with that. What do you guys think?
Bringing Nyx into this battle is a bad idea, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, let's not bring Nyx.
The problem is that he gets into trouble on his own.
Yeah, where
Well,
do we?
I'd rather he get
where does
into
he
trouble than get into actual trouble.
Trouble TN.
Could we give him an important job to do so he doesn't get distracted?
This is Nyx we're talking about, right?
It would probably
Really important, like looking for trouble over by the rift.
This is Nyx we're talking about, right?
He's not smart.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
If only we had a Pokeball.
Yeah, that'd
Sorry,
be
a what?
real. Hmm,
A Pokeball.
I'm going to guess that's some kind of scientific nonsense that
Yeah, probably.
our dear wizard knows about that I don't.
Is that or maybe a pastry of some sort? I'm not sure.
Both.
Oh, jeez.
Scientific pastry?
The best kind.
Maybe it's like one of those quantum pastries, you know?
Alright. This is my first roll on my new die, guys. On my new Tiska dice. Alright.
Do we send him back through the rift, or?
That's gonna take a while.
It would probably
I mean-
be better to tie him up to something.
Can't we just leave them somewhere random in the plane of ice? What if something like a Yeti comes along and eats him?
I mean, even if you don't necessarily trust Chrysalka herself, how much do we trust the people who follow her? Because if we could tie her up, if we could tie Nyx up some... Yeah?
We have new friends there.
Yeah. So, like, if we could tie Nyx up somewhere in the living quarters area of, the location. Yeah. Then, and just let them know that Nyx is there. I mean, we have rope, we can make a little harness thing. Okay, I was not aware of that. Sweet.
Hi. As much as I don't want to, it's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to come back here to get the source anyway, and then to pick up our other friend. So, Nashua. Alright. So that's a thing. So are we good? We're heading out now? Rolling still?
Okay, hold on.
Falcon says it's not a second.
Okay, is this coming through now?
Okay. You're there. You're there.
I'm there?
Yeah.
Very softly.
Alright, great. Let me see if I can... No, my input volume is at max.
Oh well.
Oh no.
Oh well, alright. Well, at least the mic's working. I must have accidentally bumped it. At all, or like breathed on it maybe? Okay. Mic's still acting up? Yes it is.
I think it was just sort of like you existed near it and it freaked out.
Yeah, that tends to be a running trend with my technology.
So anyway, so we put Nyx somewhere safe?
Sure, are you gonna tell anyone about that?
Yeah, I was figuring we would find at least one of the people.
Okay.
Probably find, like, Skamos said he was going to be out today.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we leave
find, like...
because she doesn't seem to trust the dragon anyway.
She just doesn't seem to like living entities in general.
You can easily find Wen. She is, she is, you know, around on the inside of the lair taking care of stuff, if you would like.
Yeah, and since she knows, like, since she made the interior, she probably knows her way around the best. So if he somehow manages to do something and escapes, or, God forbid, gets into some sort of trouble, she'd probably be the one who's most easily able to find him.
Yeah.
Stop.
So do you, like, tie him up somewhere and then go? Tell when?
I think we should quickly go back when with Nyx and, like, tie him up somewhere in the lair.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, was, like, in the lair, tie Nyx up. I'd say probably ask when we're a good place to be.
Okay, so you come up to, you find Wen, and she's, like, in the living quarters, she's not hard to find. And you have Nyx on his rope, and you ask her, hey, where can we sort of put Nyx while we go off and do this deed? And she goes, oh, yeah, just come with me. And to your surprise, Nyx kind of looks over and just trots right over to her.
Aww.
Okay.
I trust Nyx's judgment.
And she gives him a little, a pat on the head, and she says, you'll be safe with me. Don't worry.
Minato just kind of gives the squinty eyes and then nods and walks away.
Alright.
I will worry anyway, but thank you for your help.
Of course. Alright, go ahead and give me your stealth rolls now. Zackrow, I got yours. Everybody else?
Alright. And Zach, was that with the +10 from Pass Without a Trace?
That was that added.
Okay.
Okay.
23.
This is my first roll with, like, official roll with my new Tiska dice, guys.
Yay!
Let's hope it's good.
Nat 20!
Holy shit! Nice!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hey, where'd Tiska
Damn,
go?
son!
I don't exist. I disappeared again.
Damn. Yeah, you cast this spell and your body just, like, fades into the ice background.
Which is, like, quite the feat, seeing as I'm a very warm-colored scheme, and ice is, like, blue.
Yeah. It's really impressive. You guys, Brom, is that with the +10? Okay, there we go.
There we go.
It was like 14. I was like, really? 24. There we go. That's why I ask. Alright. So you guys, you approach Iraska's mountain. It is just as imposing as you imagine the dragon is, and similarly to Chrysalka's, there is a storm raging around its peak. The storm, however, does not... It's a total of 20... Wait, but you rolled a 20. Do you have a negative stealth bonus?
Yeah! Because my shitty
man.
dex.
Well, it's fine. You got a natural 20, so you do the best you can possibly do in the circumstance, which is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Similarly to Chrysalka's, there is a storm around this peak, but in the same way, it does not reach down to the lower slopes, and you are free to walk pretty much right up to the mountain without seeing or noticing anything out of the ordinary. You do not see...
surveillance.
You'd like to what?
I'd like to look for surveillance.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
19.
Nobody is on the mountain slopes right now.
Okay.
Nobody's looking. You search all the nooks and crannies that you can spot, and you see no eyes. And even if you did, you get the idea that they probably wouldn't notice you or your approach. You guys sort of use the winds that sweep across this ice plain and dart from one piece of cover to the next, these big spikes of ice that are jutting out of the ground, and you use the pieces, the gusts of powder that are blown up, and you move with them just to try and zigzag closer across this plain towards the mountain. And you make it pretty easily to the foothills. Zackrow, I believe you wanted to speak? Zackrow?
You're right, I should probably... I'm trying so hard to type on this thing, but it
Use
is
your
so
mouth
hard.
words.
I'm saying I'm interested as to why do we think there's nobody on the mountain right now?
Because you looked and you didn't see them with your eyes.
But where are they?
Probably
You don't
in the
know.
mountain. Probably in the mountain.
Oh, I need to...
I mean, like, the people that we were staying with didn't really spend a lot of time on the outside of the mountain.
Okay.
Just like chilling outside.
That's totally
Like,
true.
We were mostly inside.
I want to just really quick, can we talk about our strategy here? Is this going to be like we're creeping in to gather information, or like we're going to sneak in and attack right now? Is that what's happening?
So I want to remind you, when you sort of questioned or got information from Nashwa, she told you that if you head in the concealed entrance, you can get to the living quarters of Iraska's followers, and then from there you can take a couple of seldom used sort of secret rooms into a sort of back door into Iraska's lair. That is the route that she gave you.
Okay, and we touched that.
That is what you learned from her.
And I remember there's some trap in the doorway too, I think.
Yeah, there's like...
Yeah, there is.
You have to
And we have to convince a key to let us use it?
Correct.
Yeah.
So overall, it doesn't seem too hard. So what we're gonna do is go and talk to the people first, then make our final like attack plan. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'd say definitely try to find one of the two humanoids who we've been told don't really want to be there, and ask for their opinions.
And if we walk in on the people who do want to be there, we need to have a story ready. So what do we say?
We're surveyors?
Sure. It's a respectable profession.
I mean,
Would
we're
that
not
really
even
work though?
Really high wisdom for that being.
we're not even sure that the people who we don't. There are 2 people we know probably don't want to be there, and 2 people whose opinions we're completely unsure of. We don't know that they actually do want to be there. We just know that they don't have any friends in Chrysalka's lair.
That evil laugh scared me.
No, I was laughing at they don't have any friends. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they don't have any friends in Chrysalka's lair. That doesn't mean they don't have any friends, period.
I'm just like, we're gonna start getting questioned, and if we don't want to break our stealth, we need to have a story ready to placate those people.
I mean, we'll have broken stealth by then if we actually have to talk to anybody.
That's not what I mean. I mean is,
But
if we're like, we're here to kill your mistress, they're gonna run and warn her. We don't want that.
Oh yeah.
Probably. So yeah, that's a thing.
So what is your plan?
To the secret entrance?
Yep, into the secret door.
Yep, into the secret door. I am not good at bullshitting stories before.
All right.
Occasionally they'll come to me in the moment.
One of you...
First, I'd like to check the door.
Okay, well, you have to find it first.
Okay.
I look...
Yeah, whoever wants to can roll survival to try and find it. I'm only going to allow 1 assisted check.
Who has good survival? I mean, I have Outlander background.
I'm decent at it.
I'm not the best, but I can survive.
23?
Yeah, it was a pretty low DC. Yeah, you find the frozen waterfall that Nashua mentioned. It's this sort of cascade that is pouring down the side of this mountain. It's kind of odd because you would expect to see a thing on a normal mountain, but the entire mountain here is made of ice, like most everything. So it's strange. You can sort of step behind it and see where these icicles drip down, and behind it you notice a passageway, yes. There's no door, per se, it's just a passageway leading in.
Check for traps.
Yeah.
You don't have that ability, Zackrow.
But I do.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
28.
Yeah, you kind of look around this entryway. It is just a tunnel in the ice.
Moving on.
Well, why didn't you tell me it was a nat 20? You gotta say that.
Yeah. It's no big deal.
It's a nat 20, and you also... Because it's an... Listen, that's important. You have to tell me when it's a crit.
It's relevant.
It's
always.
relevant. So that I can give you something so you don't complain about it. You notice that the area is sheltered from wind, and there are still no, like, sets of tracks leading in or out, or indications that this is an area of much use. So it seems like really no one comes in here, and it's not that marks have been worn away, it's that literally nobody uses this entrance. See, give you a tidbit for your nat 20.
Is it, if I was to put a foot down and pull it back, does it leave a print?
It is bare ice, so not really, although there is a little bit of powdery snow you can sort of kick aside, but it's getting blown around by the wind. Any print you left would likely be eventually removed, but there's so little snow that it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Well, continue on.
Alright, you enter the tunnel. Okay, so let's see here. Are you guys... I'm wondering if it took you the full hour to get... Nah, that'd be dumb and mean. You're still under the effects of Pass That Trace, and I'll keep your stealth rolls used, so let's see here. Okay, you pass through these hallways, and very slowly you start to see occasionally there are little crystals embedded in the wall that emit light, and you start to see the occasional pair of tracks until almost very, very suddenly you round a corner and you find a room that is similar to the living quarters in Chrysalka's lair, but the furniture, less of it is made of ice, more of it looks to be wood and stone. You get the idea that they don't have anybody like Wen here. There is no one present at the moment. You see a table with some chairs around it, you see a cabinet sort of deal, and then on the other side of the room you can see a couple of beds. No one's here.
Does it look like there's been activity recently? Like, is there like a steaming pot of soup laying around or anything?
No. Nothing of that sort. Seems to be, looks like people, I don't know, maybe slept here and then left.
Nice. Scout ahead just outside of the door, see where it leads.
Sure. It's kind of a funny door. It's just a wooden door set into the ice. You push it open gently, it squeaks. But not very loud.
You're just gonna scan around the rooms to did you determine how recently someone's been here? Or
go ahead and roll.
There's nobody hiding here right now.
Sure, go ahead and roll, I'm gonna say investigation on this one.
Can I do that as well?
Sure, yeah. Minato, you peek out
Natural
into this...
20!
Nice. Holy shit.
You peek out into this hallway, Minato, there's no one in either direction. It goes both left and right. It is it's a very large hallway. And the room you're in is very large, too. It looks like these burrows are not as fine as those in Chrysalka's lair. Something larger must have made them. Probably Iraska. But they are clear for the moment. Mir, you poke around in the room, you kind of check the cupboard, you do find like a wheel of cheese, that's pretty cool. The beds are not warm, no one has been in them recently. Most of them are sort of, not like made, but like people slept in them and then like threw the covers back, so they're not just like everywhere. They were vaguely made. There are no weapons of any type in this room. It's not a whole lot useful in here. Though, let's see.
I take the cheese, will I end up with a bounty of 20 septums?
Alright. No you do not. You do find whatever the lowest level potion of healing is in the cabinet.
Nice.
2 8s.
Should I take? I mean, useful and stuff, but I don't.
Yeah, I think probably. I think by the time we're out of here.
I think the plan is that we're not gonna be, leaving this place with its occupants intact, right?
I pocket the healing potion.
Yeah.
Depends
Alright,
on
go ahead and mark that down in your
Who's the
inventory.
most likely to need that? Oh shit, there's the train.
This is what we've been training for.
Oh no.
Oh.
Which one of you will be most likely to need that? I am not certain. Then a train bursts through the wall. That doesn't happen.
Trains appear, everyone dies.
Someone uses the call
I
of train
like
whiz shout.
trains.
Luke, why would you do this?
So, who's
Why
most
wouldn't
likely
I
to
do
need the healing potion? Frontliner? Wizard? Sneaky? Cleric? Who knows? It's up for you guys. Whoever wants to take the potion can take it. Okay. Can you please stop talking about train whiz in the chat and answer the question?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love you
Who
guys,
needs the
but-
potion?
Yeah, who's gonna need it the most?
I don't think Brom has any way of healing himself.
Second wind.
I'm squishy, but I can heal myself. Well,
Can you?
restore my vitality.
And how much?
Yeah, I have.
I'm
much
squishy.
My thought was I might, if y'all don't mind, I might put it in my front pocket. So if I get knocked unconscious, someone can come and stuff it down my gullet, and then I can.
That's pretty smart.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah.
All right. Sure. You put the potion in your pocket. Now what would you like to do? You have a hallway out the door that leads left and right with no indication of anything going down it. Both of them turn towards the ends, so you don't have like a clear shot to another room. They should feel bad for that pun. They should.
So we sneak.
Left or right?
Okay. You turn to the right. The path slopes upwards just a tad. Yes?
Huh?
Stealth.
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah,
Yes.
okay. Go ahead and reroll.
Okay.
But I was asking
it been-
left or right.
14.
Has it still?
Yeah, I'm gonna say pass without is still active. I'll give it to you.
All right, cool. For a bit longer. Is that with the plus 10 JD? There we go. Oh no. Well, that's a 10
With the...
with the pass.
Did you roll a 1, or...
I rolled a 2,
Okay.
and my dex gives me -2.
So it would have been 0.
Oh no.
Okay. 10.
I mean, if I got too far being like terribly noisy, I feel like I would use a beast shape to be something better.
This is a stealth roll, yes, Lurker. Why? 22. Okay. Alrighty. You rolled a 4. Nice. Okay.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, you guys sort of, you crouch down and, you, are you going to the right?
Right or left is what I was asking.
What do the two paths look like?
They are large, almost circular hallways that have been sort of tunneled out of the ice. The right one slopes very gently up, the left one slopes very gently down.
Alright.
Which one seems to have more traffic?
With your passive, the left one for sure.
What are we looking for specifically? We're looking for the people first?
People first.
Oh.
Alright, does either one look more... I mean, the people would be the only ones coming this way. Necessarily, and using the paths into this room. Probably. I'm kind of thinking of looking at the ratio of people to dragon traffic. But the dragon wouldn't necessarily be coming up here, so that doesn't make sense in my mind.
Yeah, if we're looking for prisoners, wouldn't they be in a less traffic area?
I mean, they're less prisoners more than indentured servants.
Fair point.
Where you headed?
Probably left then.
To the left, to the left.
Alright, you head down the left passageway. The ground begins to slope down just so slightly, and as you follow the turns deeper into the mountain, the bright white light from outside very, very much fades, and all you have is the light from the crystals in the walls, which is a more pale bluish color, and the ice also appears darker when you look at it.
Well, that's foreboding.
You continue down for quite a while, and the path seems to start to almost spiral down deeper into the mountain. And after a time, you enter a larger chamber, and it reminds you of the armory that you found Nashua in, but it does not have a forge. It just has a whole bunch of old sets of armor and kind of crappy weapons sort of tumbled in some of the corners, and then there's like an archery target, and another couple cabinets, and hold on. Sitting on a bench with her back to you is a tiefling who is currently whittling a piece of wood.
This is gonna be the sister, probably. Red tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just kind of.
Is this a one that will be with us or against us?
This, I think, is going to be Skamos' sister. So I'm just going to walk up and not being. First, can I make a perception check to see if there's anybody else in the room?
Sure.
I would like to do so as well.
Go for it.
Oh, that's better. That's a. That is a 24.
Okay. She's the only one here.
Alright. So I'm just gonna kind of walk up and not be attempting to be stealthy at all. And just kind of make my presence known in a non-threatening manner.
Sure. You step forward, and you take a few steps, and your boots are quiet, but your staff clicking on the ice is not. And after a couple of seconds, the tiefling tenses, and then she whirls to you with her dagger out. She drops the piece of wood, and she holds it out in front of her, and she says, "Who are you?"
I just hold my hands up, and I say, "We're friends. We're friends. My name is Tiska. Are you Hope?"
Yes. Who sent you?
We know your brother. We know your brother Skamos, and I'm going to pull out it was an earring, I think, that he gave us, and I'm going to hold it out, and I'm going to tell her, he told us to find you and say that he will keep his promise and take you to the market.
As you say this, she was suspicious, and when you pulled the earring out, she sort of tensed up even further and held the knife up. But when you relate that small story to her, you see her visibly relax, and she slides the knife back into a sheath on her belt, and she steps forward and takes the earring from you, and you notice that she has a matching earring in her other ear.
Cute.
Looks like she and Skamos each have one of a pair, and she says, "All right, but why are you here?"
That's a bit of a long story.
Somebody order a prison break?
No, not really.
That's the short.
That's the incredibly abridged and not exactly correct version.
All right. Listen, I appreciate this, but it's incredibly dangerous to be here.
We are aware.
Yeah, well, I'm incredibly dangerous.
She
indeed you are.
doesn't listen to you.
We live in a city on the material plane, and in that city there is a sort of tear in reality that leads to other planes. And in order to fix this tear, we need to travel to these other planes and obtain the sources of power that power this tear, this rift. And so we came to the plane of ice and searched for the source from this plane, and the white dragon known as Krasalka has this source in her lair, and we are in need of it. And in order to win it from her, she has asked us to come and kill her sister and bring back food. And we talked with the people who work for her, and including your brother, and your brother said that Iraska is not nearly as magnanimous or friendly as Krasalka was, and that you were being held here against your will.
And she kind of, well, it's not that I'm being held, it's that if I leave, Iraska will probably track me down. Assuming I've stolen something.
Similar principle.
Which, I mean, I suppose technically I have. Okay, but so you're here to kill Iraska?
Probably.
She lets out this breath.
We are interested in hearing other plans if you have suggestions.
I don't.
Minato places a hand on her shoulder.
Please don't touch
Anything
me.
you can tell us? Well, it's more to announce her presence because she hasn't announced her presence yet. She was still sneaking around.
In which case she hits your hand. Out of startlement. Oh!
It's more so, if you could tell us anything that we might need to gain an advantage, would be appreciated.
Don't go in the main doorway. That will get you killed instantly.
How do we avoid
Okay.
that door?
Try to
I
stay.
hear the train coming.
Try to stay out of the main tunnels. She can hear the changes in the wind. And that's how she knows if people are in her lair or not. Krasalka can do the same thing. It's something they can do, just in general. Be very careful around her. She's hiding something.
Okay.
What do you mean?
There's
any vague inklings of what it might be, or?
She's more powerful than she seems, but I don't know how.
We're gonna need to get to the bottom of that.
I'm gonna insight check that because.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that's not great. Let's see. My insight's not that good. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, that's a 9. 9.
Iraska's more powerful than she seems, but Hope doesn't know how.
Great. Amazing.
Can I try insight checking?
Sure.
Can I try logic checking?
No.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, Iraska's more powerful than she seems, but Hope really does not know how. There's just something she's been subtle about. Something Iraska has not shown.
It makes sense as to why Krasalka wouldn't want to face her herself.
Then why send us?
Because we're expendable.
Yeah, we're expendable. We're nothing to her. She may be magnanimous, but she's not emotionally invested in our well-being.
I guess.
What dragon ever is?
We're a bunch of yahoos who wandered into our house.
Yeah.
So what's the nature of this power?
I don't know. It's just something she hasn't shown. It's not that I know what she's hiding, it's that I know she's keeping a secret.
Well, that could be anything.
What makes you so sure?
When you speak with someone, sometimes you can tell when they're lying, and sometimes you can tell when they're hiding things.
And that is the skill that we know is inside.
Correct.
Sounds fake, but okay.
No, that makes perfect sense to me as to why, because Chrysalka still wants her dead. She has no investment in our existence. But if Iraska is in fact more powerful than she should be for an entity of her age and background, then Chrysalka wouldn't necessarily be able to take her head on.
Oh, this is dirty.
And so would want to be pawning that job out into any other group of idiots who walked into her lair.
So, what do you do?
There's no other clues?
I mean, anything you know about white dragons is probably applicable here.
Minato pulls out a paper and a quill and says, "Perchance can you draw a quick map of the place?"
Oh, yeah, that I can do. Yep, she'll go ahead and draw you out a map. There's a couple tunnels leading from this chamber that go down to other little human places, but there's really not much in the... It's nowhere near as complex as the tunnel system in Chrysalka's lair, mostly because Iraska had to dig this one and did not deign to put more rooms than the two. The left hall or the right hallway out of it. Though there's one hallway leading from this chamber to her lair directly, but you probably want to avoid taking that one. The left tunnel from the living quarters leads through a partial tunnel collapse and into a room which is, from what you can tell, the room Nashua told you would secretly take you to her lair.
Cool.
Miles, thank you for those.
Do you know where we can find a human sorcerer? We're supposed to find him too.
Yeah, we've been told there are 3 other people under
Yes.
Iraska's questionable employ. What can you tell us about them?
Morbera is, oh, this will be difficult. She'll probably be up there. With Iraska. She is appointed as a guard of Iraska's horde, and for some reason Iraska trusts her to do this, or just has enough leverage that she knows she won't be betrayed. I'm not certain. Pierre may be on lookout duty at the moment, and Magera was trying to repair some of the damaged area within the horde room, so this will be an issue. They'll be up there, at least 2 of them.
So Pierre is human.
Yes.
What are the other 2?
Morbera's a dwarf, and Magera's a half-orc.
Okay, I remember.
Yeah, this tracks with the information Nashua told you.
Yeah.
Alright. Because with what we've been told from certain people who work with Chrysalka, Pierre is also not necessarily here of his own volition. Is it possible that the other two are in a similar situation?
When you actually say that, she goes, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, he's... Oh. Morbera will know. She's definitely, willingly here, I suppose. But Megara... And she stops and she thinks. And she says, so you're going to go and kill Iraska and presumably fight her and anyone within the room?
I thought we were going to rescue them.
Well, we want to rescue anybody who wants to be rescued. I would really prefer to avoid casualties outside of what's absolutely necessary.
Okay,
I don't like excessive violence.
How likely is it that you'll be able to, I don't know, send a message to someone without someone else hearing? Can you do... Wait. I can do that. Okay. Listen. I'll come with you for a bit. I will not fight Iraska in case she kills you all, because I don't want to get killed. But I should be able to prevent Megara from doing anything, and, well, hopefully that'll get her out of the way.
And which one is Megara again?
The half-orc.
I'd like to insight.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably a good idea.
13.
Yeah, I'll say 2, I guess.
She's a real bad liar. Yeah, she really wants Megara out of the room. She doesn't want Megara to get hurt.
Alright.
I see.
They're lesbians, Harold.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, jeez. That's the 3rd time this week, I swear.
Here for that gay shit.
2.
I
Hit
support
me
that.
with that gay shit.
It's the 2nd time this week. Also, it's Sunday. No, it's not. What? It's Friday. Hold on.
It's oh, jeepers.
Oh God. Sorry, got distracted.
Are you okay?
Have I ever been
Do
okay?
you need help?
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, same.
Alright.
So that's the information you have now.
Alright. So if we can get Megara and Pierre out of the way, I feel...
And Morbera, don't get Morbera out.
We'll try to get Morbera out of the way. But if she's actually genuinely loyal to Iraska, that might be a bit more difficult. Oh, yeah, that's...
Let me check on that. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, Hope will accompany you into the lair, but she won't go any further. As soon as she has a line of sight on Megara, she will not progress any further, and she will not fight Iraska.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Reasonable. IMO.
We're grateful for that much help.
Yes, indeed.
That's nice. That's much more convenient. Okay, so we know where our people are.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we have pretty much a plan for getting them out, and the plan is deal with the dragon first.
Yeah.
Do we have plans for if the dragon tries to hurt the innocents? You said a wizard, right? She probably has that down.
Yeah. I'd say just keep them out of the way. I have a spell that can somewhat contain and separate, that I think Iraska would be very loath to try to walk through.
All of flame. Oh,
So that's a thing.
Oh, I'm about to ruin everything.
Good. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. One last thing. A question for our new friend here. I've forgotten her name. Oops.
Hope.
Do you happen to have a megaphone?
A what?
Megaphone. Something that can make your voice really loud? Anything like that?
No. What? Why?
I've got an idea.
Why would you want that?
Please share this idea.
Zackrow has some really strange ideas usually.
You're gonna have to trust me on this one.
It's best to not question him, really.
Zackrow, if you're going to do something stupid,
we would like to.
No, this isn't stupid. This is actually a really good one, but I need Mir to be back for it.
You're very, very squishy, so if you're intending on being a diversion, I feel like that's a terrible idea.
The diversion part is totally different. This is a way better part.
Somehow that doesn't
just
calm my worry about this.
Zackrow, why don't I trust that?
Just hang on, I'm gonna explain it all when Mir gets back in like 2 seconds. Just a minute. But yeah, can we brainstorm, like, does anyone have any way of making a voice really loud?
I
like,
mean,
really loud.
Didn't have wings,
Isn't there, yeah, I hate to be the guy because, you know, I don't really do the magics, but isn't there a spell for that?
Mir might have thaumaturgy, which is a cleric spell. Yeah, that's a cleric cantrip. So Mir might have it, but other than that, I'm not really sure.
I doubt she does.
I mean, does it need to be a voice specifically, or just a noise?
Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. That's what you get out of thaumaturgy.
Yeah, does anyone have a voice loudening thing?
I have thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Okay.
I have my hands, I can like cup them, like yell at somebody.
No. Just stop for a minute. Let me describe the plan here. So, we're going in to fight a dragon in a really big lair. The dragon can fly, and probably is going to fly around. And that is bad for us, unless we can all fly. Now, we only have one person on the team that can fly naturally, but we also have magic, and I seem to remember a long time ago when we visited the plane of air, we made some friends there, and one of our friends, Ari, said that she would come to our aid if we were near enough that she could hear us and we called loud enough. And I know from planar studies that the plane of ice is right up next to the plane of air. So I was thinking if we were loud enough, and we said it just right, we might be able to get her to come in and be some air support. And then I also have this, and I'll pull out my gem of elemental summoning, which can bring another friend from that plane. So that would be 2. And then I can cover some more folks with magic, and I think I can get us all in the air.
I have access to conjure animals, which I did bring today.
I can't fly, but I have a bow.
I can conjure, with conjure animals, I can find the spell.
Yeah, it's just I don't carry a person.
Minato starts to look a little nervous at the mention of flight.
I know, it's important.
I can conjure.
Face spirits that take the form of beasts. 1 beast of 2 or lower, 2 beasts of 1 or lower, etc. I know what you're thinking. Giant eagles?
Yeah, giant eagle would at least be able to carry the smaller people, so I could summon one of those.
Is that
might
concentration?
Be able to do 2. It is not.
Yeah.
No, it is. You're right.
Yeah, it is. Ugh.
Okay. So, just point out for the sake of efficiency, I don't want to be a number crunching kind of person, but I have 1 spell that can get me a flying steed, which is non-concentration, and then I have the gem, which is also non-concentration. Calling a would probably not be, it'd just be her idea on the duration. And then I have fly, which is concentration. But I have non-concentration
I need my
stuff.
monster
So
manual
let's cover it without forcing you to use that spot in your head.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
That's fair.
We just have to do it just right. Falcon will be right back.
For some reason I didn't have the monster manual. Okay. I've returned.
Falcon has back returned.
Crap, missed you.
Why, thanks.
We missed you, but we'll try harder next time. Aim better.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah, Giant Eagle is a CR1.
Okay. So if absolutely necessary, or if it just became useful, I mean, they can still do damage and shit.
Yeah, but I would rather, like, the point of the flying thing is to avoid getting hit by the dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I
definitely
mean, like,
good to
if
have
we-
that.
Yeah. I actually wasn't originally bringing that thinking of getting people into the air with it. I was originally bringing that thinking of get something that's sickly expendable into the air to do damage on the dragon.
Oh, I like it.
But that is concentration, so I couldn't have that and wall of fire up at the same time.
I bring up again, I have a bow. I don't know how big this place is, but it'd be pretty big for it to be out of range of that.
You do. You also have, like... I mean, you're a cleric, you have range spells and things such.
I do. I don't know how big this place is. Some of them are like 30 feet.
I was mostly worrying about our less rangy folks.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah, those.
Your fresh and friendly neighborhood #1 punch boy.
Alright.
Except for the friendly part, because I just punch people.
Nah, you're friendly.
I'll fight you.
Give
Okay,
Temp a
so
big
but
hug with,
we
like,
think of
pinning him with my wings and shit. Fight me now. Alright, anyway.
If,
So how do we feel about that plan?
I mean, I guess.
Bust in and
I
attack?
guess.
What was that,
I mean,
Falcon?
stealth
What was
in.
that in?
I was imitating you.
I mean,
Okay.
stealth in and attack. I think definitely if we can get some sort of
The thing is, shouting all the way into another plane is not the stealthiest thing to do.
okay, but
Yeah.
we do that after we get there.
Okay, so we do that, and as it starts, we do that. Who wants to do the shouting part? I feel like that would be Mir because thaumaturgy. And plus, you know the name perfectly.
Yeah.
That's true. And I think thaumaturgy only works on yourself anyway.
Yeah, thaumaturgy
Pretty sure.
is a self spell.
And then who wants to get the gem for the other summon?
Am I gonna have to do some magic stuff? Because if not, I can do
No.
it.
Temp, I got you covered. Don't even worry.
Awesome. I'm not exactly the best at the magics.
My thought is maybe Temp and Brom are gonna be the ones I put fly on because y'all are gonna need as much movement capability as you can get.
Because
So
we're pretty
Minato?
fly.
Minato, would you like the second gem? Or rather, just the gem?
There's only one of these folks.
what would I be using the gem for?
So you crush it and it summons an elemental for you to fly around on. If you want to do that.
She kind of wrings her hands.
Or you could use your short bow and direct the elemental to attack it.
That might be wise.
Yeah, it might be good to have somebody on the ground now that we mentioned that. Take care of those folks. Okay.
Mir, by the way, while we're discussing this, is writing out a little note, like a short letter, and asks Hope if she'll take it and say, if things go really badly, can you at least make sure this gets
back to the material plane?
Yes, please.
I can try.
Thanks.
Sure.
My dad is convinced I'll be eaten by a troll. If I do die, I want him to at least note something more impressive.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love those priorities. That's amazing.
That's fair.
I mean, they're kind of horrifying.
No, that's hilarious.
I want my grandma to never shut up about it.
That's amazing.
You'll do fine. You'll do fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, someone should probably come and get things. If we don't.
Alright. So, do you go?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be.
Yes!
Okay. Oh yeah, you know what you're doing? Everybody know what you're doing?
I never have any idea what I'm doing.
So we're getting up to the chamber, with Hope. Hope is gonna stop once she's in visual range, and she's gonna tell, Megara to kind of stay out of the way. And then we're gonna size some stuff up and go in and fight.
Did I miss anyone in that list?
Go ahead and read it out.
Alright, so we've got, for getting people up. First of all, Minato's not going in the air. Mir will be attempting to call. Brom and Temp, I have you covered. Tiska can fly. And me, I'll figure it out. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if Minato's gonna be staying on the ground and you have the gem, could you use the gem to fly?
What?
Could you use
You broke
the
up,
gem?
sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it. I can use a different spell for me, or I can use the gem. So I'm thinking, like, times of dire need, I might hang on to the gem for a greater need in the future, or I could just use it now.
Also, just before we take off in different directions, I want to cast Bless. It lasts up to a minute, but it's a range of 30 feet, so I want to get that before people take off into the air.
Alright, so know that we're doing that right as we leave.
Alright. Alright. So
I feel so blessed.
That's not happened yet.
Noise.
Yeah.
Alright, so you
so
guys...
like right as we're about to attack, not right as we leave.
Okay.
Also, just because I'm a little terrified, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself, which lasts for 8 hours.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. Mark off the spell slot.
Geez.
Noise.
Alright. You all... I'm going to need you to roll stealth again. This time Hope is...
Alright.
Do we still get a +10?
No, I think that would have faded by now. Probably.
Should I give it to him? I'm gonna give it to you just because that's a spell slot and you previously used it on some really low DC stuff. So go ahead and take it.
Sweet. In the meantime, I'm going to be turning into a giant spider.
Alright,
to
dope.
be stealthing through. So that's a +7 to stealth instead of a -2. Oh,
Very
sweet.
nice.
And that's a nice-ass natural roll. Oh, train. Fuck.
Okay, no worries. Mir and Tiska... Oh, Mir got a 23. And Tiska, what'd you get? Just go ahead and type it.
Hang on a sec, I'm calculating.
Okay. Oh, we got some background noise there, lads.
34.
Alright.
Giant spider.
Oh, and hope.
Just a very large, very, very pretty.
8 plus 10 plus... Okay.
Tarantula kind of thing.
Alright.
Cool.
You guys, you proceed back up the hallway, and it takes a few minutes until you reach the place where the hallway is divided again, and you pass by and you head up to the left, and there's a part of the hallway which was halfway collapsed or so, but it's not enough of a problem that you can't squeeze through, even giant spider form.
Were we finding Pierre first, or?
He doesn't seem to be around. And if
Okay.
you did, you'd have to go to the top of the mountain to find him, which would probably be through Iraska's lair.
Yeah, I think, based on what Hope said, Pierre should mostly be out of the way anyway.
Oh, damn, this took way longer than I thought it would. Frick. 2 hours. Okay. So, first room. Actually, I'm gonna let you have this. Those stealths are nice enough that you could easily make it into Iraska's lair unnoticed, and that will give me the opportunity to save these puzzles for a later date. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Yes.
Because those are some real nice stealths. Hope got a 28, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah, 22, 31, 14, 23, 28, 34, 28. Like, y'all are silent. So I'm gonna say you take the main passageway out of the large chamber, and because it's a passage leading to the living quarters of like the servants, it's still not in a very noticeable location, and where it will actually lead you to is a small sort of ledge that will curve down into Iraska's hoard room. It's not invisible, like the other exit way would have been, but it's not right out in the open. So you guys go up this hall very, very quietly. You are keeping yourselves low, stuck up against the walls, trying to make your footfalls as quiet as possible. You step through and you see light at the end of this hallway. And as you grow closer, you realize that it is light streaming in from what looks to be a gap somewhere, and you can start to hear the sounds of the wind howling from the storm. And you finally reach the end of the tunnel, and what you see before you is that it opens onto this ledge and then out into this massive chamber. And you can see pillars of ice and stalagmites and stalactites that have been carefully crafted, almost, and they are just filled with pieces, with little glimmering gemstones and pieces of gold. And you can see a larger pile, which is not yet encased in ice, that is sort of strewn about this raised area of ice in the center of the room. And kneeling by that pile, you see a half-orc in these sort of drab grayish-brown robes, who is currently looking at a small stone and looking over at a book that's spread on the ground next to her. And then standing next to this raised area, you see a heavily armored dwarf with what looks to be some kind of great axe strapped across her back. And on the raised area, you see curled around another sort of mound of gold pieces, and even from this distance, you can catch the glimpse of maybe that's not a gold piece, that's some sort of artifact. Curled around that mound is the form of another white dragon. Right now, she is watching the half-orc. But if you move any further, she will see you. And before we do anything, we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Eight. Six. Ah.
That was really badly worded, but whatever. I'll get better. So, let's see. It's 8 p.m. How about 20 minutes?
Julio.
All right.
All right.
I will see you at 8:20. And we'll see how this goes. Let's play some music, maybe? And hope my computer don't freeze. Once he is into a stream, usually he won't... Well, you know what? I just should not speak. I just should not speak at all. I just shouldn't. Alright. I will see you guys at 8:20 as well. Be sure to stay tuned.
Come with me. I won't leave you behind. Take me to the city, the sun, to the moon.
Microphone fucked up, and then when it came back, it was on, so you're just listening to me crunch and cheese. It's for the last like 3 straight minutes. Sorry about that. It's ASMR. For anyone listening, a white Hyundai Sonata with the license plate IWU-M23 from Florida has just abducted a child in Sandusky, Ohio. If you see this car, call the police. Thank you very much. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Yes, I will be breaking in about an hour to grab my food, because it was not my dinner yet, but it will arrive in less than an hour now, but oh well.
Always
Well,
anyways.
Hello.
Hello and welcome back.
I believe you guys wanted to retcon you drank the potions of cold resistance.
Yeah, I mean, like, we hadn't gone in quite yet, so that's, like, right as we
Sure,
are
yeah.
going in.
Go for it.
Everybody else does that. I cannot, as I'm a spider.
Yeah.
And Mir casts Bless on folks.
Okay.
And I make sure I'm right by Mir so we can coordinate.
Okay. All right.
So what does Bless do again? Never mind. We'll get to that.
Ymir, who do you bless? Who upon whom do you bestow this blessing?
Everyone.
Oh. What level's
Burn
that?
4th level, and I cast it on all 6 of us.
Oh jeez.
Alright.
I feel so blessed.
Damn.
Oh shit. And what's that do?
Whoa.
Add a
You add a
d4
plus
to
1d4 to your attacks and is it saves or skill
saves.
checks? Yeah.
And I think also hold on. Attack roll or
It says
saving
attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Really good
That's
in
fine.
combat. Okay. Just gonna make sure.
Okay, so.
Okay. So. Here's the earth. Alright. Alright, so. You guys have drank your potions of cold resistance, etc. Let me make sure I know what I'm doing with this little spell. Message. Magic M for message. Message. Alright. Hope takes out her dagger and flips it around so that the pommel, so she's holding the pommel end up, and she brings it up to her mouth just very closely, and she goes, "Makara, get out. It's gonna go bad if you don't leave." And she puts it down, and you notice the half-orc down on the cavern floor starts for a second, and tries to sort of cover her reaction, and she picks up that stone she was looking at, and she says, I don't think I have a record of this. No, hold on, that's not her voice. Shit, that's Hope's voice. She picks up the stone and she holds it and she puts it in her pocket, and she looks up to Iraska and says, I don't think I have what I need in my book. Can I go get my other books from my room and see if I can figure this one out? And Iraska sort of sighs and she says, yes, but leave the stone. And Megara puts the stone down and picks up her book, and hurries out of the room. And Hope gives you guys a nod and just sort of backs into the tunnel.
Alright, time to go in.
Alright,
If
right
I
now
can't
you
say
are...
that.
As soon as you guys do stuff, you're gonna break stealth. What do you do?
So who's in front?
You guys can sort of spread
I'm
out
on the
along
ceiling.
this ledge. You're on the ceiling.
I'm
okay.
on the ceiling.
Gotcha.
So I think get off a sneak attack from the doorway. There's no way to reach the dragon in one turn's run, so whoever's ranged, go first so that Mir and I can do our thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she's probably about 180 feet from you, total. It's down and out. 180 is a little much. 160.
Yeah, anyone with range to use it. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fly on Brom and Temp.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Right, I'm on the ceiling of this tunnel, prepared to go out, and I'm going to be climbing up the wall and onto the ceiling of the big cavern.
Megara's not in there. So we need to worry about
Once
All right,
we
I
have
have
things-
ranged, but you were saying I should wait to.
Well, we gotta get our rides.
technically.
Sorry about ready to do the thing on that.
I guess. Tisco, is there something you were saying about you were gonna cast on mirror or quiver or something, or does that interfere with your other plans?
That interferes with other stuff. It's
Okay, then
minimally helpful. Although I can't really speak right now because I'm a spider. But that's me, the player.
Spider druid, spider druid.
Can't we all converse like telepathically?
Scuttle to the left for yes,
No.
scuttle to the right for no.
No, you cannot do that. You cannot converse telepathically.
Wait, what was the item that we had that let us do that before?
I
We
don't know
never
what you're
had
talking about.
That was the other campaign. Rido had a thing that could do that.
Yeah, Rido.
Yeah.
Who the heck was Rido?
My tiefling in the other campaign. In Tiefling Appreciation Week.
Mhm,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
She
right.
had, that was her first level ability. For a great old one.
Oh yeah.
So, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm waiting for things.
Okay, well, you two guys can fly, so I guess go ahead and attack Mir. Let's do it. Minato, go hide. I think you can probably get some sneaking in.
Snickety
I'm
snickety.
already hiding.
Alright.
Awesome.
Alright.
So yeah, I'll take out the gem. Mir, I guess whenever you're ready, place your call, and I'll try to do this at the exact same moment as you for maximum, hopefully, planar communication.
Okay.
I was gonna. There isn't really any way to sneak much closer. There isn't any cover, is there?
Not really, no.
No. We just gotta go for it at this point.
Yep.
Okay. So, Zackrow, you smash the gem, and Mir.
Yeah. As Mir does the thing, I'm gonna wait on that.
Okay.
That's going to the high heavens, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless I can get off a. I don't know if we have a surprise or that I can get a bow shot off beforehand because they're both actions. So I don't
No,
know.
I would not.
Okay.
Not both.
Then I will just ready my bow and start yelling. Ari, we could really use a hand. Or
Alright.
a wing.
Or two hands.
And you do this with
Maybe three
thaumaturgy?
hands.
Claw.
Yeah, with thaumaturgy.
Right.
Falcon.
Yes.
If to see if Ari is listening, I wanna. What?
Go on.
I wanna replace the perception roll of Ari if it comes to that. But go on.
Okay. Do you smash your gem?
Absolutely do.
Okay. Mir, you step up on the edge of this sort of overlook, and you cast thaumaturgy, and you shout that at the top of your lungs, and it just booms out in this cavern and bounces around the sides. And
I
Iraska
cause an
lifts her
avalanche?
head. Pardon?
Do I cause an avalanche?
No.
I mean, I feel like the place is solid ice, so avalanches aren't going to really be a thing.
Okay, just thought I would check.
Iraska lifts her head and fixes her eyes on you, and at the same time, Zackrow sort of steps up by your side, holds up this sapphire in his hand, and just smashes it onto. Actually, he throws it off the ledge, and it cracks onto the ground and shatters. And after a couple seconds of silence, Iraska's just staring at you. A sort of mist begins to rise from the shards, and it swirls upwards, and abruptly there's a point in the air where it sort of collects, and then it explodes outwards in this whirling like disc of almost mist, and then two shapes burst through. Two shapes, each with 4 wings and a very long neck and a very long tail.
Yes.
And then the portal disappears, and Ari and Kasa have now entered the battle.
My
Amazing.
friends.
Does anybody else have an action to pull?
Dashing up the side of the wall in my spider form.
No, I think I'm going to save my one-liner for later.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative, please.
Fuck me. Oh, that's garbage. Oh no.
I'll give her the shiny gold die. It's a 19. Okay, 25 to 20.
So are we adding bless?
No, this is an
I don't
ability
think Bless
check.
gets added.
Well,
to
that's just
initiative.
attack rolls and saving throws. And Falcon, what's the other, the name of the other arrowhawk who came
Sa-
through?
It is K''SAH. Ooh.
So that's a 22.
Okay. 22. What's your dex?
Are you asking me?
No, whoever got the 22.
+3. No,
Okay.
hang on. It is +3. Yeah, I was right.
Okay. Is anybody higher than 22?
Nope.
Okay.
Would I get the, since I'm still a spider right now when I'm rolling initiative, would I get my spider dexterity bonus?
Yeah, spider dex.
Okay, so that's actually not as bad. So that's a, okay.
Oh, fuck. There's a lot of NPCs, y'all.
That's a 10.
It's a 10? Okay. So 22.
Yeah.
There's a lot of NPCs. Y'all are gonna have to be patient with me here.
That's okay. This is kind of a big fight.
It is a big fight. The boss fight. With music?
Music's playing in the background on my end. I didn't have a custom track for this.
Oh, how dare you. No, you're fine.
Nobody else 25 to 20?
Nope.
Wow, plus none, huh? Alright. Apparently my dragons suck with dex. This is close. 15 to 20?
Gonna be a 19.
Okay. No one else 15 to 20?
Wow, y'all. What are y'all's rolls?
I rolled
don't
an
wanna know.
apple too, so.
Oof.
Dear Lord, y'all.
Okay. 10 to 15?
14.
Oh, wait. This is 17, my bad. Sorry, hold on. Who got a 14?
Mir.
Okay. And then a 10.
Me.
There's a lot of fucking people in combat. That's all my NPCs though. 5 to 10?
Yeah, me and Lou.
Yeah, 5.
Oh boy, so 5 on Minato. What on Brom?
I get 7.
Okay. Minato, what'd you roll to get a 5?
2.
Woof. Okay. First up in the combat is Ari.
Oh, gee.
Who is going to turn to... Well, she's gonna read the situation. Actually. Yeah, she'll fire off her electricity ray. Let's see here. That's a dex save on the part of
Just kind
Iraska.
of points at the dragon in way of, by way of direction.
Yeah. She looks at you, she looks at the dragon, she attacks the dragon.
Nice.
However, that is a natural 16 on Iraska's part, which means... Let's see, does it have the damage? It doesn't say.
Oh no.
Because I wrote this, and I didn't put that in there.
Lightning?
Let's just say that's how it works.
It's half damage? Alright.
That's
She'll take half.
that's and how that kind of.
Eight, 13, 14, 15, 16, so 8 points of lightning damage. God, I need my calculator! Alright, it returns and just fires off this bolt of lightning at Iraska, and Iraska, with surprising speed, stands and darts to the side. It clips her a little bit, and you can see a sort of a faint scorch mark alongst one of her sides, and she growls at you guys. Next up is Zackrow.
Alright, I'm gonna try and, if they'll have me, get on board Kasa.
Yeah, sure, why not? He's technically under your direction, so...
Okay, so I do that. Does that use my action?
You know what? Here. Either it'll use your action, or you can do it as a bonus action, but I'll have you make a check for it.
I'll take that check.
Okay, roll me... acrobatics.
Oh no.
Rip.
Oh yes, bless.
What'd you get?
Okay, so 13 plus 2 plus acrobatics. Another plus 3. 16, 18.
Okay, yeah, sure. You leap off the edge and you vault up onto Kasa's back. He does not panic, because as you're controlling an elemental, I believe it just kind of like knows what you're doing. Is that true?
I'm not controlling them, but yeah.
Well, you summoned him with the gem, so actually, yes, you are.
That is kind of how it works.
So yeah, you land on his back. It is definitely large enough to hold you. Now you're there. Great job.
Alright, and then for the action, I guess Kasa probably knows we want to try to stay out of range, but close enough to help out. Kind of get out of the way of the dragon.
Sure, yeah. Where do you head? Kasa has a fly speed of 50. No, fly speed of 60.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of the range of the cone of death.
Okay, so you use, I'm gonna say use your movement to move him half speed, so you go 30 feet to the left.
Sure, left. That works too.
Works.
I
mean,
then
you want to
do I
go
still
right?
have an action?
You can go right.
Whatever, man. Yeah, do I still have an action?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get into the theme of things and yell to Iraska, there's more where that came from. And I'll conjure up a lightning bolt.
Okay. And that's another save?
Can I first though?
Can you what?
Can I describe it first though? I have this sweet mental image.
Sure.
Oh geez, go in.
So you know in Wonder Woman where, spoilers for Wonder Woman, where she's catching lightning and holding it in her gauntlets? It looks like that with my watch, and it's so cool.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of, this energy sort of crackles around and it's like static come alive, just sort of jumping around and around your wand, and then you extend it and fire off this bolt. It's sort of
on
almost
my watch,
a beam,
actually.
really. On your watch? Okay, you said wand. I thought... My bad. Around your watch, yes.
That's a connection. Okay, let me get the spell.
I believe it's a dex save against your spell save DC. Dex is 10, but her dex save is +5. That explains
Yeah, it is.
Okay, what's your DC?
17.
As you fire off this bolt, you watch her again sort of dart to the side. Go ahead and roll damage. It'll be half. She succeeded. Roll damn dice.
I'm doing the math. It's hard. It's 8d6, right?
Yes. I believe so.
Alright, so I cut it in half. That's 18.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right. Next up is Temp. It is your turn.
It's your boy. So can I get up to that dragon in one turn?
Are you flying?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's too far away.
All right, then I guess I'm gonna stay to the ground for now to keep the element of surprise there.
Okay.
Just gonna move in. Gonna take my action to dash.
Sure.
And then I'm also going to spend a key point and take. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna use spend a key point to use patient defense to take dodge as my bonus action.
Okay. And that lasts your next turn?
Yeah, it's just dodge.
Yep, okay. Alright, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Next up is Iraska. She will take flight. She just extends these massive wings, woof, and just leaps off the ground into the air, heading straight for you guys. She has a heck of a fly speed.
Yeah.
So she's going to get pretty close to you guys. But not close enough to physically attack, so what she'll do is she will sort of, you see her flying towards you, and then she pulls back, she starts to hover, and she just rears her head back and roars with this immense sort of booming tone that shakes the entire cavern. I'm going to need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is anyone not confident? Tell me now.
Remember, you get plus.
Be okay.
Okay.
Your melee.
14.
So, yeah.
Not so
He's
confident.
got a wisdom bonus of none.
Remember as well, you get bless. So roll a d4 and add it to your result.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna roll a d4 and add it to that.
Why not?
Cause I rolled a nat 20.
Hey!
I mean, it's not really necessary, but there's still not really any reason not to.
Fine, it's a 1.
That's good, though.
Any NPCs I need to roll for?
15 total.
Here's just kind of removed him from existence. Who else do I need to roll for? Hope. Alright, what'd everybody get?
15 total.
Okay.
27.
Alright.
18.
Alright. Minato?
I'm seeing if, give me a second here.
Okay, Zackrow, you got a 16. Zackrow?
Yes.
Okay, 16 on your part. Brom, what'd you get? Oh, you got an 18. We're good. Who am I missing?
I got a 12.
You got a 12? Okay. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3.
Temp got that at 20.
Oh, Temp got it at 20. Okay. Wow. Alright. Yeah.
That's still in the doorway.
I am not afeared.
You see Hope behind you in the hallway. Take another couple steps back. She is hiding. She is terrified. You see this roar just absolutely shakes both of the Arrowhawks. They didn't realize they were going to be coming into this. They are both frightened. Minato, you are frightened as well. You cannot willingly move closer to the dragon until you save, and your attacks against her have disadvantage. The rest of you succeeded the saving throw. And as the rest of her sort of actions and whatnot, you see her look at you guys. And, it's hard to tell, like, expressions on a scaled face like that, but, she grins at you. And you see her close her eyes for a second, and then all around her body, the air begins to sort of shimmer, and you watch as these very pale, ghostly blue-white flames begin to sort of wreathe around her form.
What is she doing? That's not great.
That is her turn.
Well, crap.
It is over to Hope, who is going to hide. Gets a 23. And that's what she does. Over to Kasa. What do you want him to do?
He can't get any closer, but move us into
closer.
an advantageous position. Does he get to save on his turn?
I believe so. Let me see. Yes. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So I should actually roll for Hope, too. She does not succeed.
Okay. I guess if you could move us up a little. Just so I can get a good look at whatever Iraska's doing.
Higher into the air?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Sure, yeah. He can do that.
I don't want to be clumped up with anyone.
Do you want him to try and attack, or?
Can he lightning bolt?
Yeah, he can, but she'll have an advantage on the saving throw because he's frightened.
Is his lightning bolt a recharge ability?
Doesn't say it is in here.
So he can just do it whenever?
Looks like it.
Yeah, hit her.
This is probably a really broken homebrew.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have two of them.
Wow,
We're not
yeah,
gonna
these
complain
dudes are
about
challenge
that.
rating 5. Holy shit.
Aren't we
Nice.
glad we made friends?
Oh,
Yeah, it would have sucked if you guys had tried to fight both of them.
Now we just have to protect our friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, he fires off this bolt, but he is not going to get any closer, and Iraska just woof, to the side, and it just barely nicks her. And you know what? I'm actually going to have it miss completely and not do the half damage because he's frightened.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
that's going to translate. So it just cracks past her and hits the cavern wall, dissipates. It is... Mir, it is your turn.
Ari looks afraid, apparently?
Yes.
Not willing to move closer?
She is frightened. She will not move closer. She cannot.
I guess I'll say to her, when you can follow me, follow. And I'm gonna run in the direction of the dragon.
Okay. You are up on a
How
ledge.
far away?
So you can
You
take the
actually
ledge
already
sort of
hold it.
around and down, or you can try to jump down and land with the dex check.
How far away is the dragon?
She used her speed to fly towards you, so at this point, because she was about 160 away, she is now about 80 feet off.
I guess I'll use my action to fire my bow at her.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll that attack.
One sec. 22.
That hits.
Cool, I'm using Divine Strike on this. It doesn't specify melee, this is weapon attack, so I can use that in there. To add an extra bit of radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's 9 piercing damage and 7 radiant damage.
Oh boy.
For a total of?
16.
Alright.
And then I guess I tell like how long if I take the ledge that curves around, it's gonna take me a lot longer to get around to her than if I hop off.
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt to hop down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
17.
Yeah, that's good enough. You slip off the edge and land on the ground below. You are now on the floor of the cavern. That's your turn? I think you still have movement.
I thought that was my movement.
Oh, I mean, yeah. You know what? Actually, yeah, that makes sense because it's a whole check. Yeah, that'll be your movement. So.
And I'm. Gee, how far is the dragon away at this point?
A little more than 80 feet actually, because she went up and you went down, but you know, roughly the same.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess that's in my turn because I don't think I can do much mess with action at this point.
Okay. Over to Morbera. She will charge in your direction. She will use her action to dash. I believe she has a speed of 25, so she covers 50 feet. She is now not close. That's
Someone's gonna need to deal with her.
Well, she's not here yet. Tiska, you're up. You're in the form of a spider.
Alright. Cool. So I'm gonna scuttle around, like kind of to the side a little bit. About how far away is Morbera?
Oh god. I said 160 originally, and she was near that. So 40, 130, 125 feet.
Alright.
Wait, that's not right. No, hold on. 60, 110.
Okay, sweet. So I'm going to just kind of scuttle just away from the group as much as I can so that we're not like all within a cone in easy breath weapon area.
Okay.
And I'm going to drop my form and catch myself on my wings.
Sure.
Use my bonus action to drink my potion of cold resist.
Alright.
And then I am going to cast Wall of Fire in a circle around Morbera.
Okay. Yeah, you drop off the ceiling, and as you do, you drop your wild shape and you spin in the air and flap your wings hard and start to hover, and you extend the staff that's in your hand, and these flames sort of lick up from the ground in a circle that race around Morbera and form a perfect ring trapping her.
I just want you to know that's pretty badass.
I thought so too.
Is that your turn?
Yep. That's
yeah, it is, because you drink your potion as well. Brom, you're up.
Yeah.
Alright, what should we do here? Should I swing in with the flight and try to hit this thing?
It's up to you guys.
Sounds as good a plan as ever.
Conclusively, yes. Kill.
Alright, let's give it a go.
Temp.
Alright. Go ahead, you remember she is 80 feet away, so I don't know what your fly speed is. Not sure if you could reach her.
Oh, we'll start closing distance then.
Okay.
Is that based on movement speed plus bonuses, or what?
No, the fly speed is different. It's from the spell. Zackrow, what's the fly speed?
Working on it.
Alright, we'll find it first. It's 60 feet. So you can go 60 feet. You can get within 20 feet of this dragon.
Alright, I'll not go directly head on. I'll try to flank to the side.
Throw something at her. I don't know.
70 feet away.
Does Brom have a ranged weapon? Because I feel like this came up before.
Maybe?
I don't think so.
Throw hammer, maybe?
I don't think so either.
When we get back to Saints Haven, we are going to Alexander's and we are buying you a crossbow.
Ooh, crossbow sounds good.
How about a bunch of javelins?
Oh yeah, because those are strength-based.
What about an arbalist?
Something that is at range. Anyway.
How about a trebuchet?
You can't carry that around.
Not with that attitude.
No, you can't.
Anywho.
Alright, so what are you doing, Brom? Jesus.
Yes.
Raced on a bicycle.
Who was that?
Not I, said the fly.
Brom, what are you doing?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Now I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start closing the distance, but, flanking to the side.
Okay. You start circling around. No, are you going to use your action for anything?
I can't get close enough to do anything, I don't think.
Fair enough. In which case, I'm going to recommend you take the dodge action, which is weird in air, but whatever.
Okay.
It'll give things disadvantage to hit you. In case she tries to, eat you.
Do I need to roll anything to activate that, or it's just implied?
Yep, it's just an action that you take. Minato, you're up.
Well, just so I get a rough idea, 2 questions.
Yes.
How far are the enemies away from me that I can see? And what's the closest allies? How far are the closest allies?
The furthest enemy from you is Morbera at 110 feet, and then Iraska is 80 feet from you, hovering in the air. Your closest ally... Tiska went to the ceiling. Temp went down. Mir went down. There's nobody else on the ledge with you.
Right. But how far away are they?
Tiska, how far did you go? Because it's either you or Zackrow. Oh, and Aria's near you.
Yeah, I mean, I was figuring I kind of went my full movement just to make sure I was pretty far away from the group and as close as I could get to what's-her-face.
All right, well then your closest ally is Ari.
Which is about 30 or more feet.
Not 30 or more. She's less than that. She's right next to the ledge, and you were standing on it.
Okay.
What you doing?
In that case, I will do True Strike on Ari, which grants her advantage on the next attack roll.
Okay. Alright, is that your turn, or?
Well, being as I can't move forward, I guess I'll use my bonus action to go back into hiding.
Okay.
For a ridiculous amount. 28.
Okay. You hide and you back into the hallway, and then you're just standing there, and so is Hope, and you're like, hey. And Hope nods to you. Go ahead and repeat the saving throw for Fight Presence.
Nope.
What'd you get?
Less than what I got last time.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Alright, back to the top is Ari. She will take that initiative and, or that True Strike. Well, she can't get close. So, yeah, she'll fire a ray, but yeah, she'll fire a ray. Ooh. Iraska makes the save, but she still takes half. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so 4. Oh wait, no, I should give Iraska disadvantage. Oh! Just kidding. She does not make the save. 6 plus 5 is 11, which is less than 14, or whatever the fuck this is 15. Let's see, 8. 169! Nice! Alright, yeah, you watch as Ari curls her tail around again and fires off another bolt, and this one catches Iraska square in the shoulder as she is hovering, and she kind of staggers back a little bit. Zackrow, you are up, Temp on deck.
Cool. Okay, and I'm in the air right now?
Yep, you are riding Kasa, but he cannot go closer.
Give me just a second here.
She's still frightened. Amazed all the players made the fright saving throw. Wow.
What's Iraska's fly speed?
Iraska's? You don't know.
Yeah.
A number.
Is there anybody right now?
It's a number. The closest person to her is probably Brom?
Okay. Fireball.
Okay. You cast Fireball. It's a save?
I'd like to replace that save. What save is it?
It is Dexterity.
I might regret this, but I'd like to replace that save.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to give her my 4.
Okay. So that'll be a failure.
Sweet. What's the damage on Fireball?
66?
Something.
A lot.
Let me look it up really fast.
I've got it. It is... Oh, it's 86.
Okay.
Even better.
1 second, please. Math.
I'm trying to cross my legs. There we go.
$32.
Okay. 32 cut in half, 15, 16. Alright, you launch this fireball from your watch, and you see this little bead go streaking out in it. Explodes in an area right next to her, and you see the flames wash over her, and as they do, you see the flames around her body, sort of, when they come into contact, there's like an explosion of steam a little bit, and you see her flames do scorch her hide a little bit, but she turns towards you and she grins, and she says, "That won't work as well as you want it to, whelp."
It's like it's working.
Okay, she takes half damage.
Grrr.
53.
Anti-fire. I see. Okay, I'm good.
Right? I don't like that. Oh, my booster.
Can I free action yell at Mordera and tell her to stop?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, stop.
Okay, noted. Next up, Temp.
Oh, hey, it's your boy.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna go in for, the punch boy action.
Okay.
Do it.
Because of course. So I'm just gonna go walk up and give her a little bit of right hand. That's a crit.
Okay.
Boosh!
Nice job.
Okay, so that's gonna be... That's gonna be 14 points of damage.
Okay. As you rush up and just slam your fist... No, hold on. As you rush up and slam your fist into her...
But a witty one-liner.
Yeah, that might be put down by whatever I'm trying to say. Stop interrupting. You rush up and slam your fist into her ribcage, I want to say, and the flames around her body explode outwards. As well as you do that,
Explosive.
you take 11 points of cold damage, halved for your resistance because of the potion. So 5. 6.
6,
6 points of cold
yeah.
damage.
Okay, so there's no evasion on that. Okay. Well, I've got this far, so, you know, might as well. See how the left hand's doing today?
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Only 6 damage this time.
Okay. And
Am I-
again.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of cold damage this time. I'm having these already.
Alright.
33.
Gonna spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Okay. You can attack and then off. You have multi-attack? Or you have extra attack?
Yeah, I have extra attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
First one's a 21.
Hits.
Alright, that's gonna be 8 points of damage, and she can't take reactions until my next turn.
Okay. Again. It's only 2 points of cold damage this time.
Nice. 2. That is a 17.
That does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. Number 3.
You're adding the bless, right?
No, I wasn't adding the bless. It would have been a 19.
It just barely hits her.
Okay, we'll take those. That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
Okay,
And
4
we're
points
gonna-
of cold to you.
Okay. And last attack was a 23.
That hits.
That's gonna be 10 points of damage.
Okay. And another 6 points of cold damage to you.
Oof. I'm not bloodied yet.
Alright, at the end of her turn, she's gonna go ahead and take a legendary action to attack you.
Coming at me.
It's a 24.
That hits.
Okay. 2d10, 6. 16. 16, 19, 20. No. It's 22 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
And 4 points of cold. Yeah, you keep punching at her, and she gets tired of whatever's pummeling her right side, and she just turns around and sinks her teeth into your upper torso.
So yeah, this didn't actually change what I was gonna say on my first hit, which was, we found the party, but it seems you're missing something. I brought the punch.
I like it.
Oh,
Alright.
word.
It's a little
Nice.
long for a one-liner, but
That's more like a 3-liner.
yeah.
Heck off. It's still good.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Is that the end of your turn? Yeah, that is, because she used her legendary action.
Yeah.
Alright, it is now her turn. So, actually, this is interesting what I want her to do.
That
What she's
doesn't make
gonna
me feel
do-
better.
Is grapple you with her mouth. So go ahead and roll a check. A check against that. It's athletics. Oh boy. Temp.
So I'm gonna get I fail.
Yeah, she rolled a 25. And
I
then
rolled a
she's
2.
going to throw you across the room. So, make a... Make a... let's say a dex save.
Can I fly to can I start flying to negate this throw?
I'm gonna give you the save because of fly.
Okay. That's 19.
Okay. Alright, so you take 8 bludgeoning as you smack into the far wall. The ledge, right underneath the ledge you came from.
I'm not dead yet.
So that hurt you pretty bad. Even though you managed to sort of slow your hit at it. And then what will she do? She'll move forward? What's the largest amount of people she can get in an area of effect? Zackrow, when you left the ledge tunnel, which direction did you move, left or right?
I think it was up, right?
Up and right?
Yeah, I did the up specifically to avoid this.
Okay. Tiska, which direction did you go?
If Zack went up and to the right, I would have gone up and to the left.
Okay. Minato, you're in the tunnel. And Mir, you're at the base of the ledge. Okay. Yeah, what she'll do... is... She'll dart... Oh, because Brom, you're also over to the left. So she'll dart to your guys' left. Around you, Brom, so you don't get the attack of opportunity. And she will...
Sounds good.
She sees you're keeping her, her servant kind of constrained, so she will make a tail attack on you, Tiska.
Oh no. That's probably
11.
going to hit.
Oof.
I can't fucking do math. 19. 19?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 2d plus 6. Wow, I love
Ow.
dragons, yo.
I don't like that.
I just fucking love dragons so much. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm
plus 6.
super fucking squishy. This is why
18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh god.
As
fuck.
she whips around in the air and just slams her tail right into you. It doesn't knock you out of the air, but boy howdy did that hurt. You think you hear maybe a rib crack?
That
All
does
right.
me a bonking for sure.
Alright, and that will be the end of her turn. Hope is up. Nope, hiding. Does succeed against the fear, though. So I don't even know why I rolled her in this battle. She's not gonna fight.
Hope is nope.
I mean, if she sees us doing a good enough job.
She could be convinced to talk to Madura or whatever that was.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Except not.
Okay, that is her turn. Sa is up. What would you like him to do?
Make that save. Goodness gracious. Lightning hit, right?
Sure.
And continue keeping us out of range. I want to make sure we never get clustered up.
Plus 5 is 15. Yeah, she makes the save. 12, 6. Alright. Yeah, he fires off another bolt, and it skids just past her foot, I'll say. Mir, you are up. He does fail the save, unfortunately, so he is still frightened.
Oh no, I was gonna ask to replace that. Oh well.
You said I am up?
Correct.
How close is Temp?
He is actually, you know what? He's right next to you. Well, no, he's above you, because he is flying, but only by a few feet.
Can I reach up and touch his foot?
Probably.
Gross.
Very gross.
Wow, rude.
I need to touch some part of him for cure wounds to work. It's a touch spell.
There are worse parts.
Definitely.
This is true.
Y'all are just mean.
Just
Yeah.
destroying you.
Alright, sorry.
Roasting him over and open.
Does Temp want more healing, or do we want to try and get rid of that shield?
I can heal myself, so, like...
Well, you get a healing word then for a swift action.
Bonus.
Because I can heal myself
Bonus action.
once, but it's still pretty good.
Nice, rolled the max. You get 12 points.
Nice.
And for my standard action, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on that flamey
Yes.
around the dragon.
Alright.
That is 120 feet, so...
Yes.
Quick question.
Please
Is
get rid
healing,
of that shit.
is healing word a cantrip?
Healing word... No? It's a...
Then you cannot
Swift?
cast 2 spells in 1 turn.
I thought I was allowed to if it was second level or lower.
Cantrip. One has to be a cantrip. Yeah, we've had this rule in place for a while. I think I nailed Zackrow with it during
It's
the
always
dog
hard.
fight.
It's always hard to understand it, though. That's okay. I can dispel.
Like
if you want me
I
to do
said, I thought we had it changed at some point.
No, it's 1 spell and 1 cantrip max.
Okay, Zackrow, you said you were gonna dispel?
Dispel. I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, then I will, for my standard action, I will shoot another arrow at the dragon.
Sure. Roll and attack.
Wait, shit. No, that one we're gathering. Never mind. Okay, I will fire at the dragon. $19.
Just barely hits.
$14 total damage.
Okay.
6 of that is radiant, if that matters.
Doesn't, but I'm not gonna let them know that.
And...
So glad I left myself so many lines on Iraska's health section.
yeah, I guess that's the end of my turn, unless, how far away is Iraska now? Is she still...
She's up, and she flew over to where Tiska was, and Tiska used your full movement to get, as a spider, what was your movement as a spider?
30 feet climbing.
Okay, so she moved
So
30
I was,
feet.
right next to the wall.
So she's 30... I'm gonna say probably about 40. From you now.
Okay. I guess we'll kind of move a little, try to stay sort of nearish under her. Or not quite under her in case she says drop, but, close-ish. So I'm in range for something my next turn.
Okay, so you move towards her?
Can I do so in such a way that I'm sort of spreading out from my allies?
Yeah, you can move out into the open field, away from the wall.
I guess I do that.
Alright, sure. So you can, how close do you want to get to her? You've got, what, 30 feet?
Yeah, she's in the air right now, right?
Yeah.
How high up is she?
I don't know, probably about 30? I'm real bad with distances. Probably less than 30, probably more like 20. She's also very large.
I'm trying to stay out of range of her tail.
Okay. Noted.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up is Morbera. She's gonna try and see how bad this wall will hurt her. She's not that bright, so she's just gonna charge through it.
Fiery is the fire.
She's literally just gonna charge through the wall.
Alright, that's not a great idea, but okay, she can do that, I guess.
Yeah, she lowers her head and busts on through it.
How much damage does she take?
5d8 fire damage on a failed dexterity save.
Oh no.
And half as much on a successful save. So, I mean, that's her prerogative, I guess.
20, so I think she succeeds.
Yeah, that's a successful save. Alright. I have 2d8s, so this might take a while. That's 24 halved.
24 is already halved?
No, 24, so that would be 12.
Okay. I'm really worried for a second there. She looks a little singed, but she's going to again use her full movement to charge 50 feet towards you guys.
Alright. Which certainly did a thing.
Puts her 60 feet from the door, so she's, you know, not close, but you know, she's getting there. She did take that damage though.
Alright, that makes my decision slightly easier.
Tiska, it is your turn.
Alright, so since my wall of fire isn't really doing a whole lot now, because
can you move that?
she just... I'm not sure. Maybe?
Allow me to check really quick.
And the spellbook up as well.
It doesn't say I can. So I'm gonna guess probably not.
You can make the wall.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to drop that because it is now useless to me.
Do some druid shit.
Yeah, and I am going to attempt to cast Elemental Bane on Iraska.
Okay.
For fire damage. Since she's doing some shenanigans.
Okay, and I'm assuming that gives her
she has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or be affected by the spell for the duration. First time each turn, the affected target takes damage of the chosen type. The target takes an extra 2d6 damage of that type.
Okay, so
she makes. She loses resistance.
Oh, okay. So she makes a con saving throw against your spell DC to avoid this effect?
That's intense.
Okay.
Fail it. Fail it.
Let's see.
JD, I don't suppose you have another auto fail, do you?
29?
Yeah, that's gonna pass my DC.
Yeah, you concentrate and you extend your staff and you try to focus on burning into this dragon, but she's a solid block of ice and you're a fucking matchstick against her. She resists.
Alright, is she, like, in my space?
Oh yeah, she is right up against you, huh? Well,
yeah, she kinda is.
Technically, she's about 15 feet from you.
Okay. So that's not something I could straight. Well, there goes my
freaking dragons and their freaking reach.
Yeah.
You could fly up and hit her if you wanted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw a produce flame at her, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
It's like 1d4 fire damage.
Sure. Is it an attack or?
Yeah, I think I make an attack roll.
Go for it.
So that's plus wisdom. Would that be plus my wisdom and my
It's on your
proficiency?
it's in your attacks box.
Yeah, but it's like bad. Oh, yeah, it is. But I didn't update that from my new.
Oh, it should be spell attack
So that'd be it.
bonus.
Yeah.
It's your spellcasting thing plus your proficiency.
Okay, so that would be 7 plus 17.
Does not hit. You hurl this little handful of fire and it splashes off her scales.
Did you roll bless?
Oh yeah, you do roll bless.
Yes, I did.
Ah.
Yeah, I did roll my bless.
Yeah, it just.
Yeah, I rolled my bless immediately after I rolled attack roll because the attack roll was garbage.
Okay. That is your turn, Tiska. Let's see. Brom, it's up to you.
Go get her.
Brom.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call quickly.
Ah, okay.
It's okay, it happens.
Okay, so what's the status? What do we got?
She is pretty close to you. 15 feet away from Tiska, probably about 20 from you. In the air. Attacking. Pretty much.
Alright, I will attempt to bonk it.
Sure, yeah, you fly up and wail at her. Go ahead and roll some attacks. And I'll roll some damage from her dope-ass shield.
And is Bless still active?
Yup. Mira's not taking damage and had to save to concentrate on it.
Okay, first attack is a 17.
That does not hit.
Alright, second attack. Is a 23.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And that's 8 damage.
Okay, and as you hit her for that, she hits her, the flames around her body wreathe out and sort of scorch your hands with this burning cold, and you take 6 points of cold damage.
Okay, I'll mark it down.
Alright, is that it for you?
Yes.
Alright. Minato, it is your turn.
So about how far away is the dragon?
2 combat rounds. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna say 45 or so from you, simply for the 15 out from Tiska that she is. So 45 from you.
I will shoot it with a short bow.
Okay, roll an attack. It's not resistant or anything, so physical damage does just fine.
Unnatural 20.
That hits.
Is that sneak?
It would be,
that
actually,
is-
because you're hidden,
yes.
and because Brom's right next to her,
And-
so...
Mm-hmm.
That is a satisfying amount of dice as I hear rolling.
Oh, yeah.
That's 16 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Forgot to add my +3 to that. So that's 19 damage.
Alright. Yeah, you whip out the short bow, which you don't really use that often, and you knock an arrow and you let it fly, and it sinks into the scales just below her jaw, and she jerks her head back and looks around for whoever did this. She spots you, but you might be able to hide again.
That's 23 to say I can hide again.
Yeah, she spots you, and then she doesn't spot you anymore. And you do it so fast, by the time she looks over there, there's no one there. You hear her in frustration. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Go ahead and roll for the fright.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 3.
At this point, she's not looking great. Back to the top, Ari, who is still frightened at the moment. Where is she?
Ari, you can do this.
She can't move towards Iraska, so she'll just fire another bolt.
I imagine the 2 arrowhawks are like streaking around to stay in the air, like being super distracting.
Yeah, she'll move like her full movement around Iraska to sort of draw her attention. Iraska does succeed on the save. 12, so 6 points of lightning. Another bolt scorches past her spine. All right. Ari will roll to succeed. Let's see. Can she do it? No, she can't do it. She got a 1. Ari is still frightened. Zackrow, you're up. Temp on deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we in the air? Can we get overhead of the dragon?
You cannot willingly move closer to the dragon. You're on Kassa, who's frightened.
Overhead, though.
No, the cavern's not that tall. You're like 40.
Who's next to the dragon?
Who's next to the dragon? Tiska and Brom are. You went to the right. Tiska went to the left. She went after Tiska.
Pretty far away.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get
something about dispelling.
Hang on.
Skylark, check the chat, please. Thank you.
You got 12 points.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that Dispel was not touch range. Yeah, I Dispel that thing.
Alright, Dispel is what level?
It's 120 feet, and it's 3rd level, I believe.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a check.
Alright.
Contested check.
And what is that check?
What is it normally for dispelling?
Spellcasting? I think it's just your spellcasting.
Okay.
And the DC is 10 plus the level of the spell you're trying to dispel.
Okay.
Oh. I thought it was contested if it was versus another caster.
Yeah, it's versus another caster.
I'm reading Dispel Magic because choose one creature, object, or magical effect
okay.
with range. Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, the description is a lot shorter than the ones they have in 3rd edition.
I wonder why.
Go ahead and make that check.
22.
Yeah, no, you stretch one hand out and you wipe her shield out of existence. The flames around her body fade, and she looks to you, absolutely furious.
I do it with the watch hand, and I do it as a princess wave.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, she looks at you, watches you do that. Is that the end of your turn?
I don't think I have any bonus actions. I guess if Kassa and I can try to get far enough away that she can't come kill me.
Okay, yeah, you guys
Oh,
can
yeah.
move. You move back,
Yeah,
is that
I'd
the
like
end?
to... Yeah, we moved back, and he already made his save, right?
Yeah, he tried, but he can't.
He totes failed it. Okay, yeah. I guess we're good.
Alright, at the end of your turn as a legendary action, she's going to make an attack, a tail attack on Brom. That is an 18. Does that hit?
My armor class is 18.
Yeah, it hits then.
So yeah, that'll hit.
Let's see. That's 18 points of bludgeoning damage. As she whips around. She sees you do this, Zackrow, and in retaliation, she just slams the person that's closest to her that she knows you like. Just boof.
Rude. Rude.
Super rude.
The echo.
Extra super duper rude.
Okay. That is the end of your turn, Zackrow. Temp, you're up. Temp.
Right, sorry, push to talk. How far away am I? Because I know I got thrown across the room.
40 feet? 45?
Cool. In that case,
Fly speed of 50.
how do I want to do this? What's my fly speed? 60?
50. Oh, it is 60,
So
right?
it's... Okay, so... but I'm gonna have to go up into the air to use my fly speed, aren't I?
Yeah, well, you're floating still.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna move in at 45 feet with my fly speed, so I'll have 15 feet of movement left.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some punches. Oh no, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't punch from...
Belay that. I'm not gonna push in. I'm going to use my wholeness of body to heal 24 hit points, and that's my action.
Nice.
All right, yeah. You decide maybe you shouldn't get up in there right now. Maybe that would be a bad idea.
I shouldn't do the punch, even though actually this was probably the turn to do it.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah. I'll spend it. Or no, I'll use my yeah, no, I'm done.
In which case she's gonna use her legendary action again to make another tail attack. This one, you know what? She's still going at you, Brom, sorry.
Falcon isn't sorry. Just as a side note.
That one is a 17.
That does not hit.
So this time, she brings her tail around again just to crack it on your armor, and your armor takes it. Startlingly enough, this is the first. That's the first hit she's missed. Wow. All right, and now it's her turn.
Here's to many more emphases.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah.
She will. Let's see. She will do a claw attack on you, Brom. That's a miss. Her second claw attack, also a miss. So what she'll do is move out of range. So you get an attack of opportunity on her.
Get her.
Alright, rolling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Get her. Get her.
She was not close enough to me that I would.
No, she was still about 15 feet from you.
Yeah.
19 with bonuses.
Just hits.
$14 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you, she brings her tail down on you. Wham! Once hurts you. Wham! The second time, it doesn't even dent your armor. Then she turns and she rakes her claws across you, but you put your arms up and they just clang off of your armor. Frustrated, she sort of rears back and then swoops off, and you, at the last second, you pull out your hammer and crack her a good one on one of her back legs as she zips by. And, she's got her eyes on you, Zackrow, and she's going to open her mouth, and I'm going to need you to make a dexterity or a constitution saving throw.
You serious right now?
Yeah, dude. Y'all ain't clustered, so
Super
she's gotta pick a
serial.
target, and you just dispelled her shield.
You know what? Come at me. Alright. What's my bonus? My bonus is +1.
Kasa will also have to make it.
And I'm blessed. May I replace his roll?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. That is a 19 for Xa.
That's good, because he has a +1 bonus to con and no resistance to... Oh, wait. Yes, he does have resistance to cold. I forgot. All Arrowhawks. Arrowhawks have resistance to cold. Yeah, so he succeeds. What do you get, Zackrow?
24. I don't believe this.
Wow. How did you get
I also
that?
got a 19. +1 plus bless with a 4. Praise be to bless.
That'll do it. So you both take half damage, and you actually both take a quarter damage because both of you are resistant to cold. So let me roll this and then cut it up.
This is the best thing that ever happened just now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mir.
I'm picturing Zackrow like striking an Elsa pose. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Cannon.
Alright, somebody add these up for me. Ready?
Yeah,
go ahead.
1, 5, 4, 2, 8, 2, 4.
26.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yep.
I'm rolling more.
That's never something I want to hear.
1, 4, 1, 7, 4.
43?
Added to the 26 is 43.
Okay, 43 divided by half is 21.
It's
22.
11 points on each of them.
Roll, round up. 22 divided by half is 11. So each of you take 11 cold damage.
Got it.
Do you round in the middle of the calculations, or?
Yeah, I did. No, I did not round in the middle of the calculations.
It didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You divide by 4.
Oh, right, because you
We got the same thing.
Yeah, she seems startled, honestly, that this didn't do as what she thought it would. She kind of pulls her head back after unleashing this cone of this frigid air. You just kind of put your arm up to protect your face, and, yeah, it doesn't seem to hurt you that much, which, she does not like that happened. But that's the end of her turn, so Xa is up. What would you like him to do?
It did hurt, but I'm also still wearing like 3 of those giant Yeti robes or whatever. So, you know.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter what gestures I make, no one can tell.
What is Xa doing?
It's Xa's turn?
Yes.
He can't move close, right?
Right. She moved towards you.
Yeah, and we're close, like she's right up on us?
She's not right up on you. She's probably about 15 feet off.
So she can't... If we move away, will we get AO'd?
There's one way to find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move above her.
Are you moving... How far?
Xa, above her. Yeah.
Okay. You either have to move equidistant or you have to move... Is frightened you can't move close, or frightened you have to move away?
Frightened, I think, is you can't move closer.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
thought it
can't
was,
move
but
closer.
I think I'm thinking of turn undead. Damn it.
Turned is run away.
Turned is run away. Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you can move equidistant to her above her, or you can leave her, or you can go further, or you just can't go closer.
I'm gonna move above her. Equidistant.
Okay, you move above her.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, lightning. Lightning.
Oh, sure. She succeeds the save. No. The fuck am I saying? 17, 18. What? 9. 9. 9 points lightning damage. Oh.
Get her.
Okay. Alright, and then I'll roll his save. He does not succeed. He is still frightened. And it is Mira's turn.
How close am I to the rest of the group? Does
Um,
anybody look like they're about to die? Party members? We all doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
All good here.
I'm okay.
Dying on the inside, but on the outside I'm fine.
That's a mood.
Brom, how you doing?
Oh, I'm copacetic.
In that case, how close am I to the dragon at this point?
she actually flew just overhead of you, so she's about 20 feet up.
Then I'm going to standard action cantrip, Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So she can give me a reflex.
Her dex save is 10, which does not succeed.
Right, yes, it's called Dex in this.
Mm.
I'm playing like 3 different editions in a week.
Tell me about it. There's 8 stats in Shadowrun.
Yeah.
This is even worse because they're so close to each other, because they use the same strength, dex, wisdom, all that. That's 13 damage from the Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, because Sacred Flame was a cantrip, I can do Spiritual Weapon, correct?
Yes.
Then I do that. I
Alright.
conjure up Vela's axe to choppy at the dragon.
Okay.
Nouns are escaping me today. So I roll it. Dick.
Tiska, you will be
22?
going to Barbara. 22 hits.
And then 28. 4 damage.
Okay.
Wait, 4 plus my spellcasting modifier, so that's 8 damage.
Alright.
And that is the end of my turn. I'm just gonna... Unless she isn't directly over me, right?
She's pretty much directly over you.
I'm gonna scoot so I'm still in range, but not like directly beneath her in case she decides to drop down and squish me.
Okay. Morbera will use her turn and her full movement to charge towards you guys. How far did I say away she was? She was 110, so then she was 60, so now she is... Wow, she's almost at you, but she doesn't have an action. So, Morbera is 10 feet away and charging full speed, but does not have an action to do anything.
That's terrifying. Okay,
Yep.
cool. From who?
Mir.
Yikes.
Yeah, well, only ground target. Tiska, it is your turn.
Alright, how high is the cavern ceiling?
I know what you're doing.
Do you now?
Yeah. From the floor or from where you are?
From the floor.
I'll give it a good 50 feet, 60 feet.
Damn it!
Why?
Alright, I can't do that because Call Lightning I need 100 feet.
Ah.
Alright, so Tiska's really fucking pissed right now because very little that she's doing is having any effect or being useful at all. So she is going to conjure up a flaming spear.
Oh.
Yes.
And I think we're gonna throw that in a 3rd level spell slot because can't use Call Lightning, so why not? So she's going to conjure that as, like, she's going to go as close as she needs to Iraska to conjure that, and then she's going to use her bonus action to ram it into Iraska's stupid face.
Alright. Do I save against that, or is that an attack? What am I doing?
That is a saving throw of dexterity.
Okay. She got an 11.
Oh, that's a fail.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah. How much damage?
Wah, wah. So that's going to be 3d6. Wait, fire damage.
Okay.
So I am rolling
You're
that.
on deck.
Who?
Brom's on deck.
That is 5 fire damage because I rolled shit.
Sure thing.
But then that's still there. Just chilling. Or rather, not chilling.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that can do.
She's not within enough range of anybody to actually make a... Oh, yeah, she is. She'll make a tail attack against, Kasah. She just hits.
No!
It's an AC of 18 and she hit that.
Oh no!
So that's 2d8? 2d8. Oof. Woof. 14... 20 bludgeoning damage. It slams into him and he staggers in flight. He's not looking so great.
No!
Okay. Next up is you, Brom.
Okay, am I close enough to hit the dragon?
Yeah, you can fly up.
Alright, I'll fly up, take a swing.
Okay.
That is another 17.
Does not hit.
Alright, and second attack.
Minato on deck.
That one is an 18.
Oh, that hits. No. Yeah, it does. It does hit now.
And that is a 12 for damage.
Okay. She's not looking great. Is that your turn? Brom, is
Yes,
that...
sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Minato, you're up. Minato, you're muted.
Bless is still up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God. 18 to hit.
Yep. With disadvantage?
With disadvantage? What for?
For, fear.
Fear? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not roll disadvantage. Yeah, that's with disadvantage. 'Cause
Damn.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh, rip.
Hey, but at least it's not a miss. Go ahead and roll damage.
Feels bad, man.
You do get sneak attack because Brom is there again because you're hidden.
Alright. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage.
Nice.
And I do not hide. In fact, I stand out like a beacon. That one on my stealth check. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Oh, wait. I gotta do fear.
Yep,
Nope.
roll for fear.
Nope. 5.
Alright. Top of the round, Ari. Firebolt.
Come over here, Ari.
Oh. Succeeds. On the save, Iraska does. 5.
Can I talk to Ari?
2. Sure.
Ask her to fly under us or close if she can get. I'd like to switch Arrowhawks. Kasah's in too much danger.
Okay. Yeah, she will, she'll dart down and over, ready to make that swap. She is about that.
Good, I knew she'd understand.
Okay, that is her turn. She'll try to save. She'll fail to save. Zackrow, it is your turn.
Alright, I'd like to hop onto Ari.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Da-da-da. Bless. Thank God for bonuses. 17.
There are 8 wings in play here.
Yeah.
And you try to leap between Kasas and between Aries, and I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity saving throw to cling onto Aries because you don't quite hit where you wanted to, and you start to tumble off her back.
Okay, dex save. 22.
Okay, yeah, you manage to grab hold of a couple feathers and hold yourself up, and she lets out a little bit of annoyed, but does not complain over much because she stunningly realizes that there is a ground here that you would probably hit it.
Yeah, no, that would be bad. I'll direct Kasa to pick up Mir if he's able to.
Okay.
Because she's got the heals.
Sure.
And if I have my action left, I'll do Major Mage.
No, I don't know if you do. I think that's fine. Swap was probably your action.
Gotcha.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Temp, you are up.
Oh boy! Well, how far away is this, big bad dragon lady from me now?
She's within range. You can fly to her.
Okay. Alright. I guess I'll fly over, and I'll give her the old what for.
Okay. Roll some attacks.
It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
It's gonna do 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, there's no... Right, we dispelled that, didn't we?
Correct.
Second attack. Oof, that's a 13. That's not gonna hit.
Does not hit. Oh, so close.
Flurry of blows action.
Sure. Come on.
First one's a 22.
Hits.
That's 6 points of damage, and she can't take reactions until my next turn.
Okay.
Second one is an 18.
Just barely hits.
Alright. That's going to be 11 points of damage, and she has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
No.
So what I'm going to need you to do for me now is describe the brutal demise of this beast.
Whoa! Oh.
Because you have struck the killing blow.
Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what? Does Kasa have any horns coming off?
Sure.
All right. Let's do something a little brutal here. Let's break off one of the horns and jam it into the skull.
Oh, you mean Iraska? Kasai's your friend.
Yeah, the one.
Iraska.
Yeah, Iraska has like
the one that we're killing.
Yeah, sure. She's got like a horn spike.
All right, let's just kind of do a little stab.
All right, you dash forward through the air and you land on this dragon's neck, like on her back, on the top of her head, and where there's a sort of a curved spine sticking out with a bit of webbing, you actually grab hold of it and yank on it hard enough to rip it out of the skull. Then you turn it around in your hand and you stab it into her eye, and you feel it sink deep, and you feel it sink and crunch through the bone of the eye socket and curl deep into where the brain matter is. And as you do this, the entire body seizes up, and you feel her entire form just sort of spasm, and then the wings cease to hold her, and she tumbles to the ground in a heap.
I assume you land on the course.
Alright. You have won.
Alright, I'm immediately flying down to Morbera.
Stop? Yeah, does she?
Yeah, she kind of skids to a halt and stares in just stunned.
Alright, I'm going to fly down directly in front of her, and I'm going to bring my flaming sphere with me, like, in that general vicinity, and I'm going to get real big, and I'm going to snarl, "You have a choice."
And she looks around at her current options, and drops her great axe on the ground.
Good choice. And
Good
I
choice.
dispel the firing flaming sphere and kind of walk away from her.
Yeah, she watches you go and right. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't really know what to say or do.
I'm not surprised.
Would you guys, so it's 10 p.m. It's 10:02. Would you guys like me to dish out your dragon horde?
Would it be better to do it next time? Because I know we're gonna have a lot of questions.
Yeah, there's gonna be some shit.
Okay, yeah, we should probably do it next time, but
Okay.
you have felled Iraska. Let's see if I can find her full name. I wrote it down somewhere. I guess I didn't.
Iraska, Gleam of the Snow in the Morning.
There you are. You have felled Iraska, Gleam of Snow in the Morning.
Oh no.
You are able to take what you will from her horde as the last echoes of your combat fade in this massive cavern. That is where we will stop for tonight. Congratulations, guys.
Woo!
That's a CR13 monster.
Amazing. I'm proud of us.
Yay! We didn't die!
I'll be right back with you in just a second. Hey, they didn't die! And they did really well, actually. Like, they did a great job with that battle. Oops, I just got ink everywhere. That went about as well as I could hope, honestly. It was tough. It was fun. I did get to use a lot of legendary actions, which I have forgotten to do in the past with legendary creatures, so that was fun and exciting. I don't have a lot else to say, and I want to go eat my food that I got for dinner. It's been waiting for me for 45 minutes. So I really want to do that. Thank you all for stopping by tonight on this carefully prepared night. Man, now I have to go back to doing real prep work instead of just dragon fights ready. Real glad I started at 6:32. Let's see, what day is it? It's Friday. I will be back on Sunday evening with you guys, and I will be back to play Stardew Valley with y'all. Or Skyrim, but probably starting. Or maybe Skyrim. We'll see. I mean, the game will probably crash a million times, so I'll play Stardew. And that is all I have for you. So until then, have a wonderful night. Goodbye.